So I was woken up around 4 a.m. from rain, and I was like, typically, like when it rains in the middle of the night, I'm not going to look out to see what it looks like raining, okay, in the middle of the night while I'm sleeping. And so I was like, I felt like the Holy Spirit was like, you need to look outside. And so I looked outside, and this is what I saw. I'm going to put a clip here, okay? The river was literally, by the way, the river was like, seemed like a little tiny stream like this. By the time we looked, the river was overflowing. It was like, oh my gosh, it like took over the forest. It came up to the backyard. Basically, there was no backyard. It washed away by the time everything was said and done, the fence was gone and everything. It came over into the pool. There was debris into the pool. The water started to come up to our villa. You guys, when I tell you that I was so shocked, I was so shocked. I was like, oh my gosh. I felt like I wanted to throw up. Like in that situation, I literally felt like I literally just failed. I felt like that I can't even really explain how I was feeling in that moment. All I know is, okay, is that I was panicking. And so I called my husband. He was working. I think he was done working because he works mostly like at night. He'll see clients and stuff like that at night due to the time difference. And so he was like pretty much done. And I was like, look outside. I was like, the river is coming over. It's coming over. And he started to panic too. Like, what? He couldn't really see outside. He started looking outside. Then he started to see if he can call a grab. And at that moment, when I saw him trying to call a grab. In my head, I'm like, we're stuck. There's no way that a grab is going to come get us at 4 a.m., 5 a.m. in the morning when it's raining and thundering like this and the river is literally overflowing. Like, all in my head, I'm thinking, if this river is overflowing, then I can't imagine what the roads are looking like, especially at this time. And so we could not get any grab taxis, nothing. And immediately I just started thinking, oh my gosh, our baby, we're stuck. And even if the water started to overflow, I'm like, okay, the one good thing is we're in a 2-story villa. So if the bottom floods, we can at least make our way upstairs, right? We can at least be safe upstairs, right? But then I was thinking, okay, that's one thing, but this is a river and there's a thing called landslides, right? And even though the houses in like Indonesia, the villas and stuff like that, they're built like solid, rock solid, okay? And not with just like sheet racks and stuff like that, like how they do it in the US, right? They build bricks outside and then inside is not really bricks, you know what I mean? In Indonesia, they build like with bricks and cement, okay? And I was like, sure, that's one thing. Again, we're by the river. So there's a landslide and we're washed away. So I was thinking all these things, and you guys, after about like an hour or so, it really started to hit me that we were in a dangerous situation, a very dangerous situation as we watched the river rise and the water come up to our villa. And as we were unsuccessful with getting any grabs or anything like that, I sat there and I thought to myself, I have failed. Like, this is the situation because I was the one that picked the villa too. I was like, this was silly of me to pick this villa. And in that moment, you guys, all I could do was, I remember weeping. I remember laying out flat on the floor with my head down, weeping, crying out to Jesus. Like, Jesus, please save us. Like, Jesus, help us, help my baby. And another thing that I was thinking, why I was terrified as well, I was terrified of the thought of not only being washed away or having the water come up in our villa, and then that's a whole situation, but I was also thinking of the fact that, so we came in, we landed late the night before. We didn't get a chance as yet. This was like 4 a.m. the next morning. So this was like hours after we have landed. We've already landed late. So the next thing that I was thinking was, we do not have sufficient food in this house to last us for even a good full day for 3 people, especially for my baby or a baby, right? And we usually travel prepared. All that food that we traveled with for our, toddlers was gone. I like travel food, fruits, grapes, bananas, little drinks, stuff like that. It was all gone during the whole day of travel.